channel. It is your boy Cheap Ludes. How are you guys doing? I am doing fantastic. Liquid Death sponsorship still up for grabs. You know, he sponsored Steve-O's Wild Ride. You don't really have any standards. You know, it is what it is. Let's talk about the market in NBA 2K22. My team. We got some new packs today, obviously. We got the endgame Kawhi and AD packs. I pulled a, endgame Kawhi, which was pretty cool, but at the same time, it did not net me as much MT as I had anticipated, but I did get a cool 850 for it, so whatever, it is what it is. Now, the packs themselves, I felt like, I had good odds, but a lot of people that I saw did not have good odds, so I think I just got lucky. I don't necessarily think the packs are juiced, bro, or anything of that nature, so maybe it's probably in your best interest to perhaps maybe just avoid these, just to be on the safe side. Like, you never know. But there are some good options in here, so we'll go ahead and talk about those options now. Now, the new cards that came out today, we'll go over those first. We got some NBA 75 guys. We got NBA 75 Anthony Davis, who NBA 75 Anthony Davis is phenomenal. Now, I will say in clutch time, where you're going to run into majority of the time, like, I'm not even kidding. If you play clutch time, unless you're getting like a straight up, I don't want to say a troll squad, but just someone who just started playing, you're probably going to run into some combination of like Yao, Ralph Sampson, Tacko, or Boban, which I haven't really seen any Boban anymore, so it's probably just those former three. And it's going to be difficult for you to get rebounds with Anthony Davis. You're not really going to have that height advantage. It's messed up because even using someone like Tim Duncan seems a bit too small at this point, which is really, really not good. Like, it's not tight. Like, any of these power forwards that you run are just not going to be it. That being said, Anthony Davis is very, very fun. I mean, he's got 60 Hoff badges. He's essentially the invincible Anthony Davis. There's really no difference. Like, looking at the badges, he doesn't have gold. I mean, Green Machine, I guess, is important, but Fade Ace on Next Gen. But really, I mean, it's fine. You could run this Anthony Davis A-okay. It's not going to have any detriment to your team running this one over, like, let's say the invincible one. And for the price he's going for, about 30K, he is absolutely one of the best power forwards in this game that you can buy. I don't really have anything positive or negative to say about this card. At this stage in the game, I mean, every single card that we get is just stupid. Like, it doesn't matter. Every card is juiced to the gills. The game ends in like a month, so it's like, whatever. Then we also got Kawhi. They took away his shooting guard eligibility on this card specifically. So, I mean, although this is technically badge-wise the better card, I would still probably go with the Mystic one if you can. But if you're going to play him at small forward anyway, this one's just a shade cheaper, so you might as well pick him up. Though you don't have the option to play him at the shooting guard. Kawhi's Kawhi. He moves really well. They did actually touch his dribble sig, so he dribbles a little bit better. Ray Allen base is incredibly good. It's better to go with the other version. But if you're a collector, you just like the NBA 75 look, Kawhi Leonard plays just fine at the small forward, although a little bit small at this stage. Like, that's not something I could really argue. Now, looking at the other cards, we obviously got the Mystic one. The Mystic one's really good. Yes, he's got 5 less Hoff badges, but really, I don't think it matters. He's like 5K more expensive than the other one. Like, so barely. He has Hot Zone Hunter and Green Machine on gold and tight handles on gold, but he can still move. Like, it's not really an issue, It doesn't matter. People put too much stock in Hoff badges, in my opinion, so it doesn't really matter if certain badges are under Hoff. Like, you can just add them anyway. I mean, you get so many Hoff badges. You could just juice this Kawhi up to being an invincible one for significantly cheaper than just buying the invincible one. And Kawhi's Kawhi. I mean, the card is near perfect. Like, it's an invincible card. Like, yeah, his standing dunk is a little bit lower, sure. Everything else is above a 90, if not straight up above a 95. So, it doesn't matter. This Kawhi is fire. I'm using the Kawhi right now. I'm running Team Mac, Kawhi, Anthony Davis, or Durant, or Giannis, just whoever at the small forward, and then my big boys. I would prefer not to play like that, but sometimes you just have to do it. And then we got the Swish Anthony Davis. I believe it's Swish, right? I think it's a Swish AD. Is it Swish? What Anthony Davis is that? I don't remember, actually. Oh, no, it's Swish. Yeah, I see it. Okay. Yeah, Swish Anthony Davis is actually really, really good. For a small forward, he can play the point guard just fine, too. I mean, you're going to run into teams that will run him at point guard, but Small forward Swish Anthony Davis is really top tier. Like, he's a very good small forward. I actually really like Anthony Davis's release. Anthony Davis's release really reminds me of base 70, like jump shot 70, the same as like Jonathan Isaac and Terrence Ross, I think, has it. A few people like that. The release is a little bit faster than base 70, but it's got the same shooting form essentially, which weirdly I don't see enough people talk about that, honestly. Like, Anthony Davis is good, man. 6'10", 253, 55 Hoff badges. He's a 6'10" small forward. He's going to really have everything that you need. Now, as far as the dribble moves, I mean, that's kind of where I guess you're going to run into some issues with him, I think. I don't remember him having the greatest dribble moves, but this one might have been changed, so let me check. Oh, yeah. No. They gave this man Trae Young, Sig, Curry escape. Yeah, Pippen behind the back. No, they juiced this card. This card is phenomenal. Straight up. Like, I'm going to run this card later. This card is stupid. He doesn't need anything. Like, yeah, Hot Zone, Hunter Green Machine, Deadeye on Gold kind of sucks, but it doesn't matter. Like, it really doesn't. Now, the Invincible versions, like I said, with AD, I don't think it's worth grabbing the Invincible cards because they're about 70k more expensive and really not that much better, if better at all. Truly. Like, I don't think they're worth grabbing. Like, yeah, they're all maxed up to a certain extent, but I really don't think it's worth it when you can get the NBA 75 AD for a fraction of the cost. Like, there's no point. Like, New Orleans AD is about 110 to 120k. I would assume the Lakers one is roughly the same price, but I really just do not think it is worth grabbing them when you can grab the literal identical AD for 30k. No point in paying 110 unless you're a collector, unless you just really want a New Orleans AD. That's really the only reason. And then at that point, you might as well just grab this one because this one plays small forward, and once again, a fraction of the cost. He's about 60k from what I saw. I think he's actually gone up a little bit, which is kind of interesting. But you know, the most you're going to pay for this card is like 70 or 80k, which is still worth it at this point. I personally would still run Giannis badged up over AD, but I'm going to go ahead and try AD out anyway before I cast judgment. You know what I mean? I would run AD at small forward instead of point guard as well. That's kind of how I feel about that also. Now, the endgame cards, I really don't think Kawhi's endgame is all that. I really don't. I mean, Kawhi, they all have Kawhi's defensive animations. So it's like you're not even really getting that with the endgame version of Kawhi. He doesn't even play like point guard, which I find very interesting. He's a shooting guard small forward. The only reason you would buy this card is for name alone. All these cards are the exact same, right? So it really doesn't matter. Like, you'd probably be better off just grabbing this T-Mac than Kawhi, honestly, because he's got a little bit bigger of a player build. I think he's a little bit better. Or Durant, you know, if you're going to spend and shuck the money for endgame cards, just go with the bigger player build because it doesn't really matter at all. Like, the Invincible Kawhi for the Clippers plays point guard, which I don't think he's the greatest point guard in the world, but he can definitely hold it down for sure. Like, for sure. He's definitely solid. Let me find this card because this card is dumb. Yeah, it's Clippers Kawhi, but this card is a fraction of the cost of the endgame version, and they're essentially the same card, really. Just the jump shot is a little bit different. There's some dribble moves that are different, but really they're not that different, honestly, just looking at it. I mean, this card is all 99s, like, aside from passing vision, which doesn't matter at all in the slightest. Yeah, you're not going to have Hoff tight handles or, you know, Hoff teardropper pro touch. I know, so dastardly of 2K to do that, but looking at the dribble sigs, I mean, he's got Curry escape, Scottie Pippen behind the back. Like, his crossover is Kawhi's crossover, which some people don't like. I actually don't think it's horrible, though. I think it's just fine. It's not the most meta in the world, but this card might legitimately be more beneficial for your team than the endgame, or at least the same level. It at least provides you with the option to play point guard if you want to go that route. So it's probably actually better to grab that one, honestly. And then when it comes to endgame AD, I don't think there's any point to grabbing AD. I really don't. Depending on his price, he's probably the cheapest Invincible that I've seen. I mean, him and Scotty Barnes are up there. And I mean, the reason for it is because he'll just get boxed out in clutch time by someone running Ralph Sampson at power forward, dude. So it really doesn't, like, do much for you. He's probably going for around 300 or 400K, same as like Scotty Barnes. JR is probably going to be going for around the same thing. Just because when it comes to endgame cards, you're just paying for player build at that point. Every single card is the exact same. I mean, they all have the same 3 jump shots. Like, it doesn't matter. So you're really just paying for player build. And Anthony Davis, which is so sad because, like, this is the state the game's in right now. Anthony Davis just doesn't have the player build, which is honestly kind of hysterical because he's, like, in real life has the player build. But not in 2K, though. Tacko Fall's the GOAT. We all know. By the way, I just want to clear up some controversy here. I've seen, and I've been guilty of it myself too. I've also said that Yao Ming's, about the same as Tacko, so why spend the extra MT is what I said. No, after playing Clutch Time for the past couple weeks, no, there is no other Tacko Fall. Until we get a George Mirasan, nobody is out rebounding Tacko Fall. I swear to God. This dude moves like butter and out rebounds every single person on the court. It does not matter who you have. I swear to God. Like, you would think that Yao Ming would be able to hold it down, being that he's a literal quarter of an inch or something shorter than Tacko Fall. And you would be super wrong. Like, you would be super wrong. Yao Ming is supposedly 7'6", but goddamn does he not rebound like Tacko Fall 7'6", I swear. Like, there's also, like, no Yaos on the market, so he's way more expensive. I feel like the packs just didn't drop. That's just me. How much is LaMelo, dude? LaMelo is expensive due to name recognition exclusively. Magic's probably the one that I've been looking at just because I can run Magic and T-Mac, and that would be a very sick thing for me. So, I don't know. Dude, it's just something about Yao Ming. I don't understand what it is, but he does not want to rebound. Tacko, it doesn't matter what Tacko you grab, by the way. Like, I just want to point that out. It does not matter. Like, you can grab any Tacko and he'll be ridiculous. Like, it truly doesn't matter. He has a better jump shot than him as well. I forgot I had Invincible Fat Shaq Diesel. That's hilarious. I forgot I even had him. I should have sold him. Oh well. Once McGrady's out of packs, I'll go ahead and move on from this McGrady. It's going to be a sad day, but it needs to happen, Where is Tacko? Yeah, I mean, this Tacko is, cheaper, and I would say that it's honestly might be more beneficial just to grab this Tacko. I believe Tacko has set shot 25, so he does tend to step over the line on deep twos anyway. Tacko Fall's jump shot, that does not occur as much. It will still occur because Tacko Fall is massive, dude. He's actually like too big to be in that corner pocket, dude. It's like trying to shoot a basketball into a pool cue. Pool cue? Pool hole. Net. I don't know about pool. I'm not a pool shark, dude. You're not going to catch me hustling at the local sports bar. Sorry, not me. Like, I don't know, man. And like it says in the comments, Signature Yao doesn't play defense, and I swear to God that's accurate. He should play defense. He should grab boards, but there's just something about him. And I could honestly see 2K just like purposely nerfing cards just for funsies. This Tacko Fall is just as good as the Invincible one. I really do not see any difference. I think the ball handle's down, but even that's at like an 80. So I'm probably just going to cop this Tacko Fall at some point. This one's got an extra Hoth badge or something. Let's just grab this one. I don't even care. Is he a buyout? I'm going to chill. I'm going to chill and check if he's a buyout. I don't think he is, so I'm probably going to miss one directly for 100K, but it is what it is. If he's a buyout, I'm definitely copping Tacko just for funsies. Like, Yao Ming is driving me absolutely insane. I cannot run with Yao Ming anymore. He's pissing me off. So it just makes me mad. It makes me really mad. Like, I just get frustrated. I'm gonna grab this one. I'm gonna grab this hollow. I'm gonna do hollow things. Forgot about Glitch Shack, dude. Glitch Shack's good. There's a lot of good budget cards at the moment. I would say when we're looking at budget cards, are there any like absolute must cops? Yes. NBA 75 Giannis, I think, is a must cop budget card. This card is phenomenal, especially at the small forward. He's great. I think to a certain extent, KD is, but I would probably grab the Tis the Season one. He does move kind of slow. That is like an issue, but he's still KD, dude. He's 6'9", so they say, but he actually looks like 6'11". And he can shoot. So, I mean, that's all you really need to know. Supernova T-Mac, if you're on next gen, is absolutely a must cop for any budget player. He is ridiculous. And then if you're on current gen, no question, Mystic Kawhi is an absolute must cop as well. Another budget must cop, I would say Signature Yao, but he's really been letting me down recently. So I honestly just think My Team Anniversary Tacko might be a straight up budget, like a must cop, dude. He's stupid. Like, you can get him for like 25K and under, dude. And he literally is one of the better centers in the game at that price. That's just how fake Tacko is this year. I mean, he was fake last year, but Jesus Christ, dude. They really make Tacko the absolute GOAT in 2K. It's nuts. Like, I feel like even when a Kareem comes out, Kareem's still not going to be good enough to hold Tacko down. Another budget must cop is Ralph Sampson. I mean, he's 7'4". They fixed his little T-Rex arms. He's stupid. He can move. He has Hoff Chef. Like, you can actually hit runners with Ralph Sampson, which should not happen, but it is what it is. So, look, there's a lot of cards to pick up. Also, don't forget to do your challenges. You get a little pickup challenge. You get an endgame Kobe and Shaq pack. Probably won't pull anything. Probably get Diamond Yakuba Diawara, pink diamond. But, it is what it is. Also, you get your Kawhi Leonard, Anthony Davis. Probably won't get anything out of that either, but you know what I mean. It is what it is. In addition, yeah, some of the MT anniversary guys aren't bad either. Like, MT anniversary Kawhi's okay, but at the same time, he does have 40 Hoff badges, but just spend the extra bread on Mystic. Like, that would be my assertion. And honestly, I would say that I don't think there's really any reason, if you have the MT, to not pick up this Anthony Davis as well. That's just kind of my thoughts on it. So,